Creative stagnation is that feeling when your ideas feel flat, your stories start echoing each other, or your imagination feels like it's running in circles. If you've been there, or you're there right now, then this episode is for you. What creative stagnation really is. Creative stagnation isn't a lack of talent. It's not laziness. It's not failure. It's simply your brain doing what it's designed to do, repeating familiar patterns because they're safe, efficient, and proven. But creativity doesn't live in safety. Creativity lives in friction, surprise, and disruption. Stagnation is just a sign that your internal compass needs recalibrating. The hidden causes of stagnation. There are 3 big culprits behind creative stagnation. Number 1 is repetition without awareness. You start telling the same emotional arc, the same relationship dynamic, the same midpoint twist, not because you want to, but because your brain defaults to what worked before. 2 is overproduction without reflection. When you're prolific, you can outrun your own ability to evolve. You write fast, but you don't pause to examine your patterns. Number 3, fear disguised as efficiency. Sometimes you stick to familiar structures because they feel reliable. But reliability can quietly become a cage. How to break creative stagnation. First, change the question. If your stories always ask will they survive, try asking what will they become or what must they sacrifice. A new question forces a new story shape. Second, flip the emotional arc. If your characters usually grow from fear to courage, try pride to humility, or certainty to doubt. Emotional variety creates narrative variety. Third, shift the relationship dynamic. If you always write mentor-student pairs, try rivals, siblings, strangers, or a trio instead of a duo. New chemistry creates new conflict. Fourth, break your structural rhythm. If you always escalate, try de-escalation. If you always twist, try inevitability. If you always open with action, try stillness. Fifth, audit your patterns. Look back at your last few stories and identify the beats, arcs, and themes you repeat. Awareness is the first step toward evolution. The mindset shift. Creative stagnation isn't a dead end. It's a signal. It's your creative system saying, you've mastered this level, time to step a level up. And the moment you start experimenting again, even in small ways, the energy returns. The ideas return. The joy returns. And if you're feeling stuck, don't panic. Don't judge yourself. Just shift the pattern. Change the question. Break the rhythm. Creativity isn't a straight line, it's a series of reinventions. And you're always one reinvention away from momentum.